Hello everyone, it's Curtis with Weed Whacker Lawn Care. Hey, I'm back again to share another video with you. I know I haven't been posting the videos. I've been busy, guys. I got an aunt that was sick and I've been taking care of her and just trying to get everything all situated with her. Finally, I was able to just get her situated, and it's just been, that's just been a job. And those things happen, and sometimes when you have loved ones, you just have to do what you have to do and put a lot of other things to the side until times get better and you can do something else. And so that's what I've been doing. So now I'm in Houston and I'm finna take care of my lot here. I had to come over here and mow this and before it gets too high and all. So as you can see, that's where I'm at over here today. Finna mow this here lot over here. I gotta get the outside area all mowed. All this on the outside for is in the ditch. Gotta get that all cleaned up, and on the inside and all, and back over here and all. Get all of this here all cleaned up and all, and just make it look good around here. All on the inside and all. So it's gonna take some time to get this here all cleaned up and everything. Don't want to let it get out of hand. So that's what you see me doing right now, just pointing out all the locations and areas that I'm gonna see about taking care of. And guys, I read your comments. I know some that asked how I've been doing. I'm doing great, guys. I'm doing great, feeling good, and just hanging in here. It's been a hot summer here, and whew, I tell you, it's been hot. But I'm back. I'm gonna share a little bit with you. That's what I'm gonna do, a little lawn care work here to share with you here. I'm gonna see about getting this here all cleaned up. So let me get my equipment off the truck here. What I have with me today is I got my my SCAG down, the walk behind SCAG. I'm gonna be using it today to mow this here property here. So let me get it down. I can't, hold on. All right. Yeah, so this is what I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna get all this mowed, everything all trimmed up and all on it. So I also have my Echo trimmer here. So let's see if we can get the SCAG. It's 32 inch. So let me see. Turn this here on. Got it in neutral. All right. So let's get to work, guys. Let's get working here. See if we can get this here all taken care of. Whoa, guys, it is hot out here today. Let me tell you. Uh, this portion of the lawn, mowing in the ditch and all, just want to get that all mowed down and cleaned up and all. So this takes time. It's on the outside of the property, but it just takes time to get this here all taken care of to give it a good clean appearance. So normally what I like to do is take care of the outside first and get it all mowed up and everything on the outside. Where like I know I have that all looking good. So once I get the outside all taken care of, then I will move on the inside. But it just takes time. You got to get out in the ditch and all. It's hot though. But as you see what I'm doing. I'm out here and I'm getting this outside all cleaned up, getting it all mowed and all. It takes time. I mean, when you're doing this, you want to do a good job. You got to pay attention to what you're doing so that you can do a good job for getting it all mowed up and cleaned up and all. And sometimes I will have to try to pick up all the paper and stuff and all of that. A lot of times people pass by and throw bottles and just a lot of litter out in the ditch and all. And have to pick all that up so that you can mow it, give that good clean appearance, which makes it very hard to keep it clean, because no matter what, somebody sooner or later pass them and throw something, can, bottle, beer bottles, anything. But you just have to be ready to go and clean all that up so that you can get it all looking good and everything there. And that's what you see me doing right here. I'm just mowing this here. I'm going to get all of this here all mowed up. And once I finish mowing this, then I'm going to take and do the trimming on the outside. Got to come back and get the trimmer and trim the ditch area out real good and all. So it's not that bad today, because there's not a lot of debris over in the ditch that I'll have to pick up. So I'm good on that area. Sometimes I have to get a bag and just rake all that out of there, put that in a bag, and get rid of all the litter that's been thrown out onto the outside of the property. So those are just one of those things that happens when you're on a corner lot. I mean, it can be anywhere though, but normally it happens a lot on corner properties. So this here, well, as you can see, I'm walking along and it's taking me some time just to get this here all mowed down real good and all. So we just, walking along here. We're gonna get it all done. Get it all looking good today. Yeah. Oh, but I'm telling you, the humidity is high, and by the time I finish, I'll be all sweaty. My shirt all wet, my pants all wet, just from walking over this, cause of the humidity is so high. It's hot and all. So, when you get into this, you just gotta stick with it and just go get it. So now I'm wrapping up the outside there. So now I'm gonna take the mower and I'm gonna go on the inside there, and I'm gonna park the mower on the inside until I get ready to come inside of the inside of the fence and mow the property, as I was stating earlier, where I'm gonna take and trim everything up on the outside out there. Cause I have I have these boots that I wear, and I don't know what it is. I can put these shoestrings. They come loose after walking for a while, and I tie them, and then I walk a little bit more, and then they'll come loose. I don't know. I got 2 pair of boots, and I had the same problem with those shoe screens. I don't know what it is with these shoe screens. Sometimes it's a pain because you look down and you, wait a minute, I just tied them and they're going to come loose again. Have to find some better shoe screens. Okay. Yeah, looking at the trees, I need to do a little tree work out there. As you can see, though, I got the trimmer right there, and you see I'm working along the ditch here. I'm going to see if I can get that all trimmed up and all. So we're going to walk along here and try to get that all mowed. Oh, well, not mowed. I'm talking about trimming. We didn't get that outside mowed. We're just trying to get that all trimmed up right here so that we can get a good clean appearance out in this area here, working in the ditch. So you want to get that. You don't want it to, you don't want to let it grow up. You want to keep that ditch clean. Especially nowadays. I mean, you know, a lot of times when it rains a lot and, you know, you have a area where the ditch is clogged, the water can't go around, can't move, and it can back up and cause certain areas to flood. So I always like to keep the ditch area clean so it won't be flooding anything there. You don't want water to be blocked. Just let it flow through to prevent from flooding or backing up into the road and all. So try to keep it all clean and all. So this portion here, it just, you know, when you're out there and you're hot with your trimmer, you just got to keep going at it until you get the job done. So that's what I'm going to do. I told you I was going to come back and do the trimming area, and it takes time to get that all trimmed. And, 'cause, you know, when I'm trimming, I want to make sure that just do a thorough job for, you know, trimming. Using the trimmer for is cleaning up the grass near the fence and on the inside. On the inside of the fence, I'll go back and do the same thing. But right now, I'm going to make sure that I get the outside all taken care of first. That's what I always like to start out, you know, just getting that outside all cleaned up. Then move inside, because it takes time on the outside, and I know what I have to do. And once I get it on the inside in there, I'm just going to be working on the inside. I don't want to have to go back, go on the inside, then go back on the outside work. Now just start off working on the outside, get that cleaned up, and then all you have to do is concentrate on the inside of the property and getting it all cleaned up and all. So as you can see, we're moving along here, and we're getting there. We're getting that all cleaned up here. So it's gonna take a little time. Yep. So that's the way it is. Once I'm almost got this here. I just got to go back a little bit more and do it on the inside of the ditch. Just get some of that grass up out of there. So we'll go through that. As you can see, go back over. Yeah, so we're walking along right here. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it all cleaned up in this area right here. Well, I remember it was some years back. I used to have a lot of properties that they had some huge ditch, and you had to walk down in the ditch weeding all the way in and all the way up. I mean, you talking about these ditches were deep. I mean, you had to get walk way down in there and just trim it and then get it looking good. And I will tell you, it took me some time to trim those ditches. It took some time. Now these are this is a minimum size ditch, a little small. It's not that bad compared to the larger ditches I was telling you about years ago. But this ain't bad at all right here. Yeah, so just gonna keep walking along. We'll get it all taken care of. Oh yeah. So let's see, I'm walking back over, just double checking my work, make sure that I got that outside area looking good right here. So now I'm headed back. Let's see if I can get the other side over here all trimmed up. Yeah. Okay. So see, once you put a little time in it, everything will start shaping up for you. As you can see now, it's looking a lot better. And once I get it all trimmed up and looking good, then I'll come back next month and repeat the process of getting this all trimmed up again. Have to stay on top of it. Stay on top. Okay. So as we move along, we gotta get this all taken care of. Yep, we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Alright guys, we're moving along and we're getting a lot accomplished here. We just getting all this trimming in this ditch area. We're getting it really, really looking good here, getting good and clean. And whacking that grass down. Oh yeah. There we go. So I want to go back over it so I can make sure that I get this area on the outside looking good. And that really gives it a good clean appearance when you are working on the property on the outside. You gotta have your outside of the property good. Sometimes you just gotta put the time and the effort in to get a job done. And that's what you see me doing, just putting the time and the effort in. Get this here all clean from the outside. Yep. This here all cleaned up out here. Okay, guys, ready to mow inside of this property now. Oh boy, it's gonna take some time to get this here all mowed. Now, what I'm mowing, what I'm doing, I'm gonna mow across in a pattern. What it is, I want to get it all leveled off. So I'll mow one way, and then I'll turn it and I'll go the other way, so that I'll get a good level mowing on this property, because it's not even. So when I mow, you'll have some spots in there where the grass it's gonna pop up, and you'll see it as you're mowing. So to get a level mower, I have to mow in a crisscross way so that it'll be level, and that takes extra time. So I have the time to do this, so I'm gonna do it. So as you see right now, I'm starting out, I'm mowing it, so I'm gonna see if I can get that all mowed up real good, leveled off and everything. So as I mow along, you'll see in the video, I'm gonna change the gear. Not right now, but when I get ready to mow the other way, I will change the gear, and I'll put it on the 5, and I'll have to run with the mower. So you'll see me running with it a little bit. That's gonna tire me out, because I'm trying to get this here all mowed down in a timely manner. So just gonna take some time. So I'm gonna walk this here down. I'm gonna walk it down all the way, and all the way to the other end. So I'm just gonna go across like this right here. Then I'll go the long way of the lot and mow it down. So there's gonna be a lot of walking, and hey, this been keeping me in shape. So nothing like a good walk, and especially walking with the mower. So hey, I'm getting a good workout today. So I'm gonna get it mowed. So stick with me, guys. I'm gonna keep on walking it down until I get it all down. Then I'll do something else on the property, come back and do all the trimming and all of that on there. So as I say again, it takes time to get this kind of work done. If you want to do it right, you just got to take your time and buckle down and just do it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm getting it all mowed down here. Yep. So it's going to take, like I say, it takes time to do it. So I'm going to do it. I'm just telling you, because it's hot out here. It's hot. It's hot. The humidity. But don't let that get to you. Just got to keep pushing, and you will manage to get the job all completed. Have a nice, clean lawn. All right, guys. I'm gonna keep them on. I'll come back in a little bit. Okay, guys, it's about that time for me to change gears. Now I'm gonna put it in that fifth gear, and then I'm gonna get ready, and I'm gonna run with the mower here for a little bit here. So here we go. Here we go. Putting it in gear. Okay. Now we're ready to run with it in that fifth gear. Now the SCAG will drag you along the way, but you better keep up with it. You better stay on the go, because the SCAG is ready to go. Now it's got me running behind it to hold on to it. Now we're ready to get some grass cut here. But as I was telling y'all earlier, I mowed it one way, now I'm mowing it the other way, the long way across, so I can get that level more there. I want to get that grass all. I don't want no spots popping up, so I'm running back over it so that we can have a level lawn. So this is going to take some time, not too much time, because I'm running with it right now till they tire me out. But hang in there, guys. I hope if you stay with me this long, you get to see me run. Okay. Hey, we getting there. We almost getting there. We're getting something accomplished here today. So hey, I'm running with it. I'm running with it now. I don't know how long I can run with it, but I'm gonna have to bag it back down and start back walking with it. But I'm running for right now. So hey, stay tuned in, and you'll see me get this here all finished up, and then I'll go in trimming it up and everything, and we'll have a nice, pretty lot all mowed up and all. All right, guys, I hope you're enjoying watching me run behind this mower here. Okay. Okay, guys, I had to back it back down a little bit because I'm like, hey, I'm running with this. It's hot out here running behind this SCAG. I'm like, wait a minute, let me back it back down here. Let me put it back in probably 3 here so we can walk with it a little bit. We ain't gonna run no more. We just gonna walk it down now. I think I done caught up a little bit here in some time. I done made some time by going back over it, so it didn't take me long. But hey, I got it. That was a workout. Let me tell you, it was a workout. Hey, you think I ain't feeling it? I'm feeling it. That heat ain't nothing nice out here. It just it's roasting me in this hot heat here. That's okay. We're getting it done. We're getting it done. We're getting it all cleaned up, mowed, and everything. We're getting it looking good. And that's our main objective, was to get it looking good, getting it a good level off mowing. As you can see, where everything is looking good. So just had to stick with it. I wasn't gonna let it get to me, but I got it though. I must say, I got it mowed down here. I went one way and then I went the other way, and as you can see now, you see the way it's looking. So I just had to stick with it. Oh, and I tell you, it's hot out here. I've had many days that I've mowed some lawns, and hey, it'd be brutal outside, but I stuck through it until I got it done. But we almost through. We almost through with this part of mowing. So we're gonna be moving on to something else here in a little bit here. So I'm gonna finish mowing this right here, and hey, we'll back it down a little bit here. Probably time to get a little water break here, cause getting a little thirsty now. So we'll get some water here in a minute. So we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. Hope y'all are staying tuned in. You get to see what else I do here. All right. Okay, guys, we're on to the next task. The next task is to trim this here mulberry tree. I've been, for the longest, trying to get this thing to stop growing. I cut it off and it comes back, it spreads out, and I cut the limbs all off of it. And every year I do this, sometimes twice a year. I don't know. This thing will grow like, I don't know. It just starts growing all of a sudden. Next thing I know, when I come back, all the limbs and grew back out again. And I cut it real close. So one day I'm going to just come over here and I'm going to see if I can dig around it and just get the bottom roots and see if I can get that out of it. I'm tired of working with it. It'll grow real big. If I leave it alone, it'll just grow real big. But I don't want a mulberry tree there. So I've been cutting the limbs off and cutting the limbs off year after year, year after year. So this is getting a little bit old to me. So now I'm ready to do something with it. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna bring my shovel next time, and I'm gonna see if I can dig around it. And I'm gonna just try to get to the root of it, and see if I can get it out of there. I'm gonna dig it up out of there, that big stump, because this thing just keeps growing and growing. I don't want no big mulberry tree. So the thing is, when you get stuff like this, you got to act up on it quick, because if you don't, it will get out of control, and it'll grow and grow and grow and grow and get real large. And then it's going to take you more time to try to get it down. So why it's small like this right here, then you need to act up on it and try to keep it trimmed down. Or I should have, when I first spotted it, started growing, I should have acted up on it and took care of it then, before it's getting to the roots and all. It would have been a lot easier. But I didn't act up on it. I didn't think much of it. I mean, I cut it down, but then it just kept coming back. But eventually, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Like I said, I'm gonna bring the shovel, dig around the roots, and I'm gonna cut way down in there and see if I can get that out of there. I don't want no mulberry tree there. It's a nuisance. I just don't want that. No. So that's what you see me doing there. Just trimming those branches back off of that and get that all cleaned up. Also around the fence, I gotta bring the shovel so that I can trim down below the fence, dig below the fence, and cut the roots in there, so that I can get all those branches out of the fence there, so that they won't come. I've been working on that too. I started working on it last year, so I'm still working on it, and hopefully eventually I'll get it all out of there. So each time I come and take care of this property, I always work on this a little bit to try to control those branches from growing. But eventually like I said, I'm gonna try to get them all out of there, because it'll take the whole fence over. It'll just keep growing and growing, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna see if I can get down to the roots and get that all out of there. Yeah, and I'm just cutting a little bit of it. I'm cutting some of that off there for right now, so that it won't get so thick, and then I have to just spend more time working on it. So why it's like it is right now, I'll cut a little bit each time I come over. So I'll be back over here in next month, and I'll be working on that some more, see if I can get that all cut out of there and make that look clean. I've been working on that for some years. I mean, I don't know what it is with the fence. If you don't stay on top of the vines, the roots, and everything, just find their way. I think they like something just to grab those to growing. And if you don't stay on top of that cleaning, that's what kind of stuff you end up with all over your fence. So if you have a fence, you need to stay on top of it, because it will get out of control. As you see right here, this is getting out of control. So I have to keep cutting the branches and all to try to get that out of there. I think wintertime will be better. You can really see more to it, get down in there,
with the roots and all. Trying to get them up, take the roots, dig down for them, cut the roots over there, dig them out of there, and get rid of that stuff. As they say, over debris. Get that debris out of there. Yeah, so I'm working away with it, guys. So we're getting close to the end. We're getting close to the end here. And I must say, I have put some time in over here today and doing some work there. So I want to thank y'all if y'all stayed with me till I got to the end here. This took some time. I kept telling you in the beginning it was gonna take some time. So I just let you know it's a long video of just working, and sometimes that's what it takes. You gotta put some time in there just to get it all taken care of. Nothing rushed. Nothing just come through and half do it. No, this is just taking your time and getting it done right. So, like I say, we're almost there. We're right at the end of it. So I want to thank y'all for watching me at work today. That's right. Yeah, I'm at work. You see, I'm all sweaty, pants all sweaty, wet and all. Ugh. I'm ready to get home now after this. I'm ready to get home and get a good hot shower, clean up after working on this. Yeah, this some more that has overgrown. Now that tree there, it was over in the neighbor's yard, so now it's over on my side, growing in branches and all. I'm gonna come back another day and get that. It's a little bit hot, guys, so we finna get out of here. We finna get out of here now. It's over with.
Yeah,
The chain done
jumped off it.
jumped off the track here, so I'm ready to go. I'm hot and I'm ready to go now. So I'm ready to get out of here. I'm ready to get my stuff all loaded up and get out of here. So y'all take care and stay tuned in. I'll be back again to share something else with you here real soon. I'm gone for now. Bye. Bye.